to go on our program, and so I would like to give each of you an opportunity to, expand on anything we've talked about or bring up some new topics. Or
I don't want to ramble, but to go back to the event,
good. Let's go back to the event.
I did want to mention that afterwards, it was just amazing. It was breathtaking when I saw all those people there. I mean, just overwhelmed with emotion is how I felt, just to see everyone there and how into it everybody got. But afterwards, people were coming up to me and they were hugging me, and these were like Christians that I correspond with on campus, and they were saying this was great. When are you having another one? I had a pastor email me who said this was awesome. I thoroughly enjoyed this experience. So, everybody, each side, it was very unbiased, and I think that's what everyone liked, was that we had professors.
Are you now a recognized person when you walk around on the campus?
I don't know. I've had a few people come up to me. Well, I've done a few things. Like, we started debating some preacher who came to the union, and that got me a little bit of attention. And some people have come up to me like, hey, aren't you that girl who was yelling at the preacher? And I'm like, yeah, that's me.
Well, do you have the same experience, people?
I actually was not on campus the day he came, which is probably good, because I don't handle that kind of stuff very well.
Well, I'm sure that you, the same as our group, we don't try to take anyone's faith away from them.
Exactly.
We're just available to those people who may have already made up their minds or may want to explore the possibility that what they were taught could be wrong.
Right. That's why I avoided him, because there's no change in his mind.
Well,
there's no getting through.
When we correspond with him, it's not a matter of trying to change him or the people he's there with. It's a matter of pulling people who are watching off the fence, like people who are there. Yes. And the message turns into something loving, from something loving and wonderful, into something just full of hatred and bigotry. Like, I don't want to go into the details, but the message, it's just the same old message that it's always been, and it offends people. And we're there to say, this isn't right. What you're saying is wrong, and here's why.
What do you say to people who say that if you have no religion, and if morality isn't spelled out for you in the good book, then you must be immoral? What do you say to people like that?
That's a tough question.
Or have you not had anyone say that to you?
Can I say that on air?
I don't know what you wanted to say, but you can say whatever you want.
No, I'm just joking.
But,
when someone comes up and says, as an atheist, you have no morality.
You have no basis for your morals.
I would probably say that morality was around before religion. Or I would say that chimpanzees don't have religion, and they portray some type of morality in their little groups and families. Other animals, other species show compassion and, some of the emotions that we have.
Well, and of course, when you say that morality existed before at least formalized religion, early civilizations found that certain behavior benefited themselves and their family, their clan.
Exactly.
And other behavior was detrimental. And, and they said, well, if I kill him, he has the right to kill me. And so moral behavior was developed without reading it in a book or having it handed down from a supernatural being. And so through the development of civilization, morals were there long before they wrote the Old Testament or the New Testament or the Quran either. So, but it is a popular view that we are immoral people.
We get it a lot.
And one of the other things I like to throw up to them is that when they did a survey of federal prisons, the number of prisoners who were atheists were way below the percentage of the number of atheists in the society, which means either that these atheists, that all of the atheists are either smarter than the other criminals or they are more law-abiding.
I like that.
So, look,
and also a lot of people in prison end up finding God while they're in prison, if they haven't before.
Did you put quotation marks around finding God?
I would think that would.
I suspect that helps them while they're in prison. It probably helps them with parole.
Yeah.
And in some prisons, it's formalized. You come to these services of some kind, and you get privileges that others don't get, which is unconstitutional.
Absolutely.
But we're faced with a lot of unconstitutional activities, and we have to live with it. All right. Well, what else you want to tell us about? You got a few minutes left.
Our future plans?
Yeah, talk
for the
about
group.
that.
You want to go? Future?
As far as the next semester goes, we want to do more as far as service goes, as far as serving our community. So we have a few people getting involved in that and helping out with that. We have one girl who's going to get in touch with Habitat for Humanity, maybe canned food drive for Second Harvest Bank. We want to also kind of mix things up as far as our meetings go. We want to do, instead of just, the same old, let's just kind of sit around and talk, we want to, get some guest speakers or maybe like screen different movies or documentaries.
Mini events.
Well, and it may be because, NOSHA has gotten some recognition, and just in the last, 6 months, I have had 2 authors of best-selling books contact us to say that they were going to be in the area, and would we like them to address us, and if you get your name out there, you may hear from some of these people.
I believe one of them actually did contact our group, and unfortunately, the only time he can do it is our next week is our final exam week, and the only day he can do it is the very last day, and it's just. Yeah. I don't want to do that because I just feel like the turnout would not be nearly suited for his status. So hopefully he can come back in the future.
You've gotten off to a really good start, and I think that even in your university you probably have some interesting professors. There must be people there,
we really do,
like who are teaching maybe comparative religions or. Certainly people in your biology department, and but I have found that people like to come to our meetings if they like the speaker in the topic.
One thing I think that's made us so successful is just how passionate and energetic we are to do it, and to keep it going.
And it's a huge relief for the students who have they don't have anywhere to express these feelings and thoughts. They've never been able to talk to other people about it before, surrounded by, 75% population Christianity down here. We're a minority, so to have a place for these people to come together and share thoughts that they've never been able to share before is just, it's very emotional for them to,
it is.
Put it all on the table.
We had a professor who is no longer here, and I was going to tell you a story, but I won't because we only have like a minute of time
It went
left.
by so fast.
It goes very fast, but I think that I don't know any other student group who may have gotten off to such a great start as you all did, and we congratulate you. I also want to thank both of you, not only for being here today, but for coming down for some of our meetings, one of which was our great 10th anniversary banquet. And so, it's been a pleasure working with you, and hope to have you back again.
Well, thank you very much.
And I do want to thank you folks who are watching our show and invite you to come often. You'll find a telephone number at the end of this program. Feel free to call us and make your comments or requests, and we look forward to seeing you soon.